kill Michael Myers! It's impossible!
This is what happens when you work to change things.
You're being a little bitch! What do you fucking want from me? Get off my dick!
You know, if you don't understand the situation, it's better sometimes not to speak and just be proven a complete imbecile in the matter. Okay, so...
Is that what you're saying?
Man, fuck you. I think you a bitch.
Whoa.
Understand what I'm saying?
I didn't know you were saying that.
Is that what you're saying?
Hey, have you heard the news?
You're saying? Or are you saying?
Hey.
What are you saying?
Have you heard the news?
First they think you're crazy, then they fight you.
Oy, oy, oy.
I don't really think that's the case.
And then all of a sudden you change the world.
It's not financial advice, not legal advice for entertainment and educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. That being said, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube algorithm stuff, so you get the videos I put them out. See what I'm thinking, see man. It's not financial
well then.
advice for analyze that data, but I tell every day the day they release us is false. And then it gives a false narrative to markets, we give it bad trading decisions. So listen. I got a couple of buddies of mine, and then there's guys on YouTube too that is saying that if the judge approved the reverse split, the minute they hear that, they're selling all their AMC shares and they're getting out of the play. And here's the thing.
And here's the thing.
Entitled to do that.
He thinks that's foolish. Okay, I can tell you right now, he is not all about that. Just saying, but I wonder why.
And if you think that's the best thing for you to do, then that's what you should do. Because everybody needs to do their own deed.
Listen to that condescending ass tone. If you think that's what the best thing you should do is, well, then you should do it. But, I'm wearing the plaid shirt today, guys, so, fuck you.
Come to their own conclusion.
What a brain-dead muppet.
It is your money, and you should be able to do whatever you want with your money.
As you guys have proven over the last 2 years, yes. If I want to piss it all away into an endless vortex of despair, I should be able to do that, god damn it. But then isn't it true that, short sellers should be able to do that? I don't know. No, because they're criminals, right? No, they're the criminals. These guys, this guy's a stand-up guy. This guy is a former lawyer, former attorney. Don't ask why former.
But I want you to not understand, but let me just give you my take on it.
Well,
let me give you my take.
Yeah, let me make you understand. Let me see if let's see if you can grasp this. No, I'm not even going to try to make you understand it. Let me just give you my take on it. Yeah, because you have no argument, no persuasive skills, no facts to use on your side. Like, why would you put your... This is beyond comprehension. Anyway.
In any buy and sell transaction, there has to be a buyer and there has to be a seller. So
Wow, he actually got something right about the market. There has to be a buyer and there has to be a seller. Well, at least we can agree on that.
They're claiming that the shares are gonna be worth garbage, and retail investors are selling all their shares. Who is buying them up? Who will be buying up those shares when you start dumping them? If there's no buyers, you can't sell. In order for you to sell...
See... Here's the problem. Here's one of the problems. These clowns, including this Muppet, have spent so much time misunderstanding and mischaracterizing the function of different entities in the system that he literally cannot even see. He's sitting there. So listen, I'm going to go back and listen again. But this is he's spent months, years bad-mouthing, mischaracterizing, and probably, potentially, defaming, certain market-making firms. All the while, I guess, forgetting what the function of the fucking market-making firms is. So now he's sitting here saying, well, if there's nobody buy your shares, because all the market-making firms do, I guess, is just, do all this malfeasance. How do people like this literally wipe their ass? I don't understand. I mean, let me just go step back. We don't have any evidence that he actually does wipe his own ass. We don't know that. That's what it means to be evidence-based, guys. You don't know if somebody else wipes their own ass or not. You literally don't know. So I'm not going to make that assumption. I'm not going to assume the opposite, but I'm not going to make that assumption. And in fact, signs are pointing to probably not. Where's that magic 8-ball anyway?
Somebody has to be buying. So when y'all guys start dumping all your shares, if the judge approves the reverse split, who do you think gonna be buying up all these shares that they try to tell you is worthless? The shorters, the hedgies, the bad actors, they're co-conspirators. They're the ones that's gonna be buying up the shares because they still need your shares. If they didn't need your shares, you would put in that sell order and it would just sit there. But the sell orders don't sit there. The sell orders are gone right away. They're gone in a millisecond. And
because that's how high-frequency fucking trading works. That's how high-frequency trading works. And they're not helping you. They are not helping you with those milliseconds of latency. That doesn't work to your advantage. I guess it would if you're trying to stave off continued losses. But I mean, yeah, goddamn. Let's see. You will buy all the shares. Magic 8-ball said no. If reverse stock gets approved, shorts will buy ape. Is that the Jim Chanos? I'm not sure. I forget. I just remember it was one way, and then next time we looked it up, it was the other way, and I don't know. Who knows? You can't trust the mainstream. You can't trust the media. You're going to trust an article written by some brain-dead asshole like this clown here? This clown. When we're going to get to Frank Nez. Because this guy, holy shit. But this is look, there's no difference between franknez.com and thestreet.com in terms of writing quality. And I'm going to show you that. But anyway, oh boy. He's looking a bit haggard, and not Merle Haggard either. You know what? He's looking a little haggard because he doesn't have no cash.
The reason the sell orders are going in a millisecond is not because we're buying them. It's because the hedges are buying them. The bad actors are buying them. Their co-conspirators are buying them. So remember, when you want to sell all your shares, remember who you'll be selling it to. You're going to be selling those shares.
What? So what?
To the hedges and the bad actors.
So don't sell it to him then? Don't sell. Is that what is that what he's actually?
Do I think that's the case? I don't know. I don't really think that's the case.
That was actually the wrong clip that I wanted, but I mean, I guess it works too. But
is that what you're saying? Or are you saying what are you saying? Huh?
I'm curious to see where he's going with this. Remember who you're selling it to. First of all, you don't know who you're selling it to. You can make an assumption. You can assume that this guy knows how to wipe his own ass. I'm not telling you to assume that. You can assume that you know the entity that you are, quote unquote, selling to. But the reality is you're not selling to anybody. You are selling to the market, and the market is matching it on an aggregate basis. So, you know, in that sense, there really is no you are trading with this person. Robinhood, all of the Robinhood customers combined, put in orders to buy this many shares of this stock. And all the Robinhood customers put in orders to sell this other number of shares of the same stock. And then, so whatever the difference is there, this is continuous net settlement. Simplified in a nutshell. Light. For dummies. But the difference is, so if there's, you know, if more people want to buy, more Robinhood customers want to buy shares, or more Robinhood customers want to sell shares, then that reflects their aggregate position. And then that is what is traded in the market, essentially. So worrying about who's buying your shares, give me a fucking break. Nobody cares. Nobody thinks about this. Nobody talks about this. This is irrelevant. It's not even true. It is the vapid bloviations of potentially somebody who can't wipe their own ass. Fuck, why did I do that?
So if they're claiming that the shares are gonna be worth garbage, and
I love that point right there. That smirk. He really thinks he's caught him in a trap. Look at this. Look at it. He's so proud of his thinking.
So if they're claiming that the shares are gonna be worth garbage, and
oh my God, I got to learn how to draw caricatures, because holy shit, this guy is extremely caricaturable.
retail investors are selling all
He is a caricature. He's a caricature of himself.
Who is buying them up? Who will be buying up those shares when you start dumping them?
What?
If there's no buyers, you can't sell. In order for you to sell,
I got to move it along here. I'm spending way too much time.
So when y'all guys start dumping all your shares, if the judge approves the reverse split, who do you think gonna be buying up all these shares that they try to tell you is worthless? The shorters, the hedgies, the bad actors.
Yeah, but what you're forgetting, brain dead, okay? I love how he throws that in there, that they claim are worthless. Yeah, they're buying them back for a fraction of what they fucking sold them at. You fucking idiot. They're going to make money on their trade. Did you? Did you? No? All right, I don't even need to hear any more of that. Don't even need to hear any more. I don't have time. I mean, I guess I technically do, but I don't really. What about this? Oh, stocks and crypto creeps. One of our resident registered sex offenders.
Hey, friends.
Supposedly, hypothetically, allegedly, and all that. He wouldn't sue me. No, he's definitely a sex offender.
Welcome to Stocks and Crypto Plays. I'm talking about AMC stock. Did you see my video from earlier today? Be sure to watch it right after this one. Just go on my channel and watch it.
Okay.
All right, so I have to show you this. Nate the Great sent me this on Twitter.
Nate the Great.
He made a really good catch here, and it's a very
okay.
very valid point. This is a show, I think it's on Netflix. I just started watching it myself.
Oh, God,
it's a really
what the
good
fuck?
show. I forgot the name of it, but it's about
Suits?
lawyers, a group of lawyers.
Oh, my God. Suits? They're... Oh, please don't tell me. Please don't tell me that he is using the TV show Suits to make any kind of point here. I don't know if people know the show Suits. I watched it. I mean, it was mildly entertaining, but incredibly unrealistic. So, and it had Meghan Markle in it. I mean, I don't know what else I need to say.
Talented lawyer, super sharp, like the best of the best lawyers that went to Harvard.
Oh, and by the way, she's not a lawyer in it. At least not for most of it.
Okay, so he sent me this. Check this out. It's about AMC preferred shares basically not having any voting power. I don't think he says AMC shares, right? But for our purpose, it is. Watch.
Shares which have no voting rights. For her common shares, which I have a solution. Trade her your preferred shares, which have no voting rights, for her common shares, which
oh my God,
shares worth $2 million more. A fraction of what you lose if you give.
Okay, let's just stop right here. Okay, I'm not even going to. And look at this. Oh my God, these people. By the way, we are fucked as a society. We are incredibly fucked as a society. If this is the case, and I don't know.
That's the case. I don't know. I don't really think that's the case.
I'm glad that you don't, Tony, but it might be the case, whether we think so or not, that these people are. I mean, how long do you think it will take for me to find a comment that basically says, this is garbage, you are an idiot, go out back behind the shed and take care of yourself? However you want to interpret that. I can think of at least 2 or 3 ways. I knew this was bloody unlawful. Thank you for confirming it, mate. Okay, the use of the term mate here tells me probably this person's not from the States, which, I used to think that, meant something. It doesn't. There are plenty of idiots everywhere. But thank you for confirming it, mate. Okay, so it's confirmed now because suits. Holy fucking hell. AMC fee, bunch of AMC FTDs. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. It hopefully doesn't matter. It's like, okay, but they don't say that it's retarded, so that doesn't count. We need clarification on the status of APE. Is it a dividend? Is it a preferred share? We don't need clarification on that. It is a preferred share that was issued to current existing stockholders as a special dividend. How is that confusing? So that, theoretically, existing holders wouldn't be penalized because you'd be issued an equal number and they thought it would trade at the same price, which is stupid. It's foolish for them to think that it would. I mean, you are one of the, if not the biggest meme stock from the 2021 meme stock period. That's not a distinction that you want to have, I don't think. It's going to get fucked around with. What a stupid idea. They should have just, in my opinion, they should have just put it up for fucking vote for dilution, which they never did. They never did that. They never did it. I mean, think about that. They have not put it on a shareholder meeting vote. They haven't done it yet. The basis for even fucking around with APE and issuing it in the first place was the fact that they believed that their shareholders were vehemently against it and that wouldn't be approved. Or a vote yes vote would not succeed. But it was never actually tested. They never actually put it on the fucking ballot. Can you imagine? What if everything was like that? Now, what if politician who, would be a really great one, just say, you know what? The people have spoken in the court of public opinion. They don't like people from my state as president or whatever. How do you know? You don't know. You're making an assumption. So even Adam fucking Aaron, really, at the end of the day, I'm going to say he is an ape. He is a silverback. Not because he bought any AMC shares. He didn't buy a single share. not because, you know, he's holding for a short squeeze. He doesn't need a short squeeze. He doesn't want a short squeeze. It would destroy the company. No, because of his brain dead fucking comments and lack of evidence-based thinking. At least in this case, pretty apish. But, Jesus Christ, you know, what the fuck? Why would you not at least put it on there? I mean, worst that can happen is it gets voted down. And there was a time when it probably would have been approved because you had enough institutional ownership. Anyway, hindsight's 20/20, I guess, but Jesus fucking Christ. And that, you know, retroactive DD for Adam Aaron here. Look, dude, what? Is this like early stage dementia or something kicking in here? Like, what the hell? You never even put it up to your shareholders for a vote, and then you went ahead and did this workaround, which I'm surprised that this quote-unquote lawsuit, Model 3 dude, what's up, sir? I'm surprised that this so-called lawsuit is dragging on this long. The goddamn settlement, in my opinion, should have been approved almost immediately with the court's blessing, and it should have never. I mean, what did you get out? What did they get out? What was gotten out of this by anybody? The only people that will benefit from this are the lawyers. Number one. Number two, it probably did have a negative impact on the stock because who wants to fucking invest in something that's tied up in court at a critical time? At a critical fucking time. That's fishy to me. I don't know. I'm not saying it's a conspiracy. I'm not saying anything else other than, I mean, Delaware is supposed to have the best court in the nation when it comes to corporate law. I mean, literally the oldest court system in the country, with the most experience and the most precedent. This is how, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I mean, honestly, it's pretty fucking absurd, but it would be absurd if it weren't for the fact that all it has done is bleed them out even more. All it has done is bleed them out even more. And they're sitting here saying the courts should clarify this in her decision. She can take her time because it might make a huge difference. I think there's like pretty much 0 to no chance that this is actually being considered, or that there's actually any deliberation taking place. We already know they're going to rely heavily on Special Master's report, which basically says, what the fuck are we even doing here? This is stupid. This is stupid. The apes are their own worst enemy, and also Adam Aaron's worst enemy. You know, and yeah, they're just. This is why you can't have things like absolute free speech. You know, no rules or restrictions on anything. Libertarianism will not work. You can't have a system where, you know, in my opinion, you know, brain dead Muppets are going to come in and ruin things. Now, has it been ruined? I don't know. Are they responsible for it? I also don't know. And you could argue, well, okay, but if, you know, like, just like what's his name said, Donnie George, if, you know, he thinks that people should be able to do whatever they want with their money. Okay, sure then. So if you want to make the worst investments ever based on absolutely nothing other than some idiot online, then you should be able to do that. I can see both sides of it, but in a productive, healthy society, people aren't doing that. It's not popular. And here's the thing about this, and you know, it's such an interesting, I may see if I can find the clip, but I was listening to this lecture, actually, in the car earlier, And, well, basically, I realized that it's not so much that AMC is popular, because I don't think AMC is popular. I don't think anybody cares about AMC any more than they care about any other movie theater. Which, I mean, I was looking at those two movies that are coming out this weekend, Oppenheimer and the Bbby movie. And I'm not interested. I mean, I'd be more interested in the Oppenheimer movie potentially, but you know, not enough to actually go to a theater. But if it were on streaming, I might watch it. I might even pay to watch it. So I think it's, I mean, and think about how much it kind of sucks. Think about how much it kind of sucks that during the pandemic, everything came out straight to streaming. Then they pulled back on that. I think we're absolutely heading to, you know, streaming first releases, limited movie theater releases, and that's fine. That's great, because not everybody wants to go. Not everybody wants to be in that environment. Not everybody wants to give these companies their money. I would rather give it to a service provider who's going to allow me to stream it and pause it and go, you know, go make some food and go to the bathroom and finish it tomorrow. There is value there. There's no value in going to a dingy, nasty, musty place. Anyway, so I think we're absolutely going to be heading back to like streaming on first releases. It makes sense. It does. It doesn't make sense not to. These goddamn studios, though, you know, fuck the studios. Fuck them. And I'm glad they're all on strike, if they're still on strike. Are they still on strike? You know? It's not like I feel any sympathy for them. It's not because of that. It's because I have negative, inverse sympathy for these fucking studios and these corporations. Anyway, I am getting a bit ranty, but, you know, it's been a while. But I don't have all night. I don't have all night. I try to be done by 11:45, my time. That's just under half an hour. Oh, this is going to be tough. Send it to the judge. Yeah, send the judge this fucking clip from the TV show Suits. At least it doesn't have Meghan Markle in it. At least she's not in it. We need more lawsuits filed. Oh, good. Yeah, you need more lawsuits filed. Tie this thing up in court even more. Let it bleed out even more. That's a shill. Hedgy shill right there. The SEC is a disgrace. Not selling till the shorts are on fire. That doesn't even make any sense. That makes no sense. Not selling until the shorts are on fire. Yeah, the stock price just keeps going down. What do you mean on fire? Because they're doing so well? Like fireworks? Like prosperity in your name. And picture of the cosmos on your avatar. It doesn't make you smart. It doesn't make you prosperous. The lawyer from Suits is fire. Preferred shares have no voting power. That is true. Adam Aaron and the board want to take our AMC shares and not let us earn profit. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Because it's not like, you know, anybody else would earn profit. These people have convinced themselves that everybody's against them. And by this point, everybody might be. But, I mean, we've gotten to the point where, and this is another thing, you know, this is another thing. But, you know, as far as I know, capitalism is still in effect. Even though the apes are willing to blow their fucking money that the government gave them for free on stupid bullshit, that doesn't mean that everybody is, especially corporations and institutions. So you can bet your bottom fucking donut that they are going to make a profit or preserve their capital at least. I mean, that's the name of the game. Make a profit or at the very least preserve your capital. So, I mean, defend our rights the best we can. What are you talking about, rights? Yeah, your contractually conferred ownership right. You don't own the shares anyway. You don't own fucking shit. You have a contract on file with the DTCC that says, oh, Scotty Allen has 2 shares of this, so let's play like he's got 2 shares. That's it. That's what this is, guys. That's what this system is. You don't own a goddamn thing. You don't even own a piece of paper that says that. You don't even own the homepage on your brokerage app or anything that you know, that is like any type of deed or record of ownership. I mean, yeah, you do quote unquote own the shares, because if you sell them at a higher price, you get to keep the difference. But whatever. Anyway, not only the preferred shares voting. Oh, I skipped one. I'm not going to go through all these because it's clear, and I would say it's obvious, but you know, fuck, it's obvious that there's not going to be a comment here. I'm going to say it. That great news. They should put him in jail. Not only preferred shares voting in massive dilution that doesn't vote, counting as a yes, is sleazy. Heard you say preferred shares. I don't remember when you said that. That's insane. Real lawyers write, wrong write these shows. God. Well, we know this person did not write it. Or if not, they always discuss real laws and situations. Well, no, they don't. No, they absolutely do not. I mean, this is, we talk about finance, we talk about economics, we talk about stock market, we talk about all this shit, options. Really, we're talking about life here, okay? The stuff that we're talking about here, this goes beyond finance. This is common fucking sense. That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about common sense, common knowledge, and general knowledge. I mean, if you wanted to assemble the worst Trivial Pursuit team ever, get the apes. You want them on your team because they don't know a fucking thing about anything. They know absolute jack shit about everything. It's absolutely fascinating, isn't it? I've never seen such a collection of ignorance. Wow. Preferred shares don't have voting power per CPA accountants. It's a different class of stock. I'm not skipping these because it says, you know, you're wrong and you're stupid. I'm scanning for that. It's just a crime scene at this point. What is it? Their crime scene. Okay. Anyway, I don't see it. What in the fuck? The cost to borrow fee is 1,000%. The rebate is negative 1,000%. So the hedge funds are spending $80 per share. How does that make any sense? And the deposit is much lower than the actual stock price. What does that mean? Well, clearly it means that the shares are trading in the dark pool for $85,000 per share. I mean, clearly. All right. That's about all it is. Yeah. Sorry, I lost track of the chat here, so let me go back here. Not Tyrone, the hormone. Interesting. I think I'm deficient in that that hormone. Nothing better than when the AMC cult and GME cult attack each other. Well, we get that every day with Morant's rants, don't we? I guess one side, one way. But yeah. I mean, which one's worse, Tyrone? Which group is more pathetic? That's my question to you. Which group is more pathetic and why? The why, I'm really curious as to why. This all started with Lou and more of his send letters to the judge BS today. Oh, so it was because the judge received all these stupid letters that Lou suggested that people send. That's why this thing has dragged on for so long and it's taken even more of their money. So Lou, it literally all does go back to Lou then. Some Puerto Rican fuck from the Bronx or wherever the hell. Some random no-name guy who saw an opportunity and took it. And for that, you have to give him credit. But it's not an honorable opportunity that he took. It was, you know, in line with the previous opportunities that he took. Judge needs to write deceased, return to sender on each one, rubber band them, and send them back. If you choose to follow, then don't cry when you go over the cliff, unless you're the lemming with the life preserver. Imagine having Adam Aaron's haircut. Imagine having his career. Well, I'll say, imagine having his money, though. And it's not all about money, but, you know, of course, you know, if you had to be a sleazy CEO to get the money, I mean, whatever. Yeah, imagine having his career. Honestly, it sounds horrible. It sounds absolutely abysmal. It sounds like a nightmare. And like, not even just being a CEO, but his career as a CEO. Oh, I'm the CEO of Vail Resorts. Yeah, we're a ski resort. Yeah, it's cool, man. Like, oh yeah, I'm part owner of the Philadelphia 76ers, like the basketball team that I think people care about the least. I used to watch basketball for about, I don't know, 3-4 years. And I don't think I heard anybody ever mention the 76ers. Are they even still a team? And it wasn't until that long ago that you could say that about our team. But, you know, we had LeBron first here. And I'm not commenting, and I don't care. It's a sport. I don't really care about it. But, you know, basketball is a team sport. It's about more than just one person. Investing is not a team sport. It is not about anything but your actions, which leads me to the next thing that I would like to highlight here. You can sit there and use clips from a fucking TV show if you want and try to convince yourself and kid yourself that you didn't screw up and you didn't lose money, and because, oh, I didn't sell, it's going to come back and whatever, and we're right because, see, this man on TV said so. And no, it wasn't Tom Vu. It was Harvey, what's his last name? I forget. Harvey whatever. Harvey. Lawyer, attorney Harvey on Suits, where they said, and I didn't even address this yet, but I guess I should, preferred shares don't have voting rights. Why don't you sell your shares that don't have, preferred shares that don't have voting rights? Like literally less than 5 seconds of a clip where, what is somebody like searching TV show scripts for search terms like preferred shares, voting rights, failure to deliver? I don't know, but either way, it's pretty pathetic. Pathetic that somebody found it. Pathetic that this clown put it out and seemingly believes it. Pathetic that every one of these comments so far has agreed and support this conclusion. Anyway, but the reality is here, corporations determine how their shit works, including who gets to vote and how much of a vote they get. Yes, absolutely. The corporation, the company, the issuer, let's call it that, because Tony's twits doesn't know what an issuer is. So let's clarify that. That is the company that issued the shares. The issuer. So I forget what we were even talking about with the issuer. I don't know. It doesn't even matter because this is all wrong. But the issuer in the charter, the corporate charter, which can be amended and changed, defines who gets voting rights and how much voting rights they get. Not a fake lawyer on a fake TV show that is, by the way, one of the most unrealistic legal procedural dramas, if you even want to call it that you could ever watch. Plus, Meghan Markle's in it. So no, you can't make a blanket statement, but isn't this so much like the apes to do? Isn't this what they do? This is what they do. They make blanket sweeping statements with a 12-foot wide paintbrush. They paint over the whole thing with one color because that everything is black and white when you simplify things this much. It's also black and white like this when you are a member of a cult, because we are the ones that are right. They are the ones that are wrong. Or, if you want to put it into a different analogy for a different Tony, one side is the light, one side is the dark. Right? So it's cult thinking. It's black and white thinking. And it's not healthy. It's not productive. And it does not get you what you want. It just doesn't. So, but they haven't realized this yet. But, I mean, this is wild. It's absolutely wild. But the issuing company will determine that. So you can go on to different corporate charters in the SEC Edgar database, which, I mean, doesn't that sound like a great time? Just go look up corporate charters and read them and search and Control F for preferred shares, just like they did on these transcripts. And find a bunch of different stuff. So, Class A stock is this, Class B stock is this, and it gets this many. Preferred shares is this. That's up to the company and the shareholders of the company at the time to approve that or not approve it. And AMC's shareholders did. And by the way, it could be something like this. It doesn't have to be a concrete right. In other words, it doesn't have to say preferred shares get one vote, just like Class A common stock shares holders do. No, it doesn't have to be like that. It could say that the board will determine yada, 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 yada at some later time when we yada, yada, yada. So it could be relational, I guess you could say, or conceptual in nature. Like, if you ratify this charter, you're saying you're giving us, the discretion even to, to determine that at some later time. That's valid too. So I'm just saying you cannot make these types of sweeping, broad, and quite frankly, ignorant generalizations, assumptions. I've said it from I probably have said it from day one on this channel. The apes have taken assumptions and interpreted them as facts. Then, so that's step 1 and 2. They've taken assumptions and accepted them as fact. But the third step is where it gets really fucked up, in my estimation, because not only have they taken assumptions and accepted them as fact, they then use these incorrectly assumed facts as the basis for even more incorrect assumptions. And it is a self-perpetuating feedback loop of fucking brain-dead nonsense that just keeps going. And we're literally to the point. It is such a self-perpetuating cycle of retardation. And not the 2021 I eat crayons type of retardation. This is legitimate mental illness and deficiency, reduced capacity, let's say. There are definitely some medical powers of attorney that should be signed with respect to this. Get these people's hands off of their bank accounts if there's anything left in them. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, that's literally the point we're at. But the problem is, you can't discern facts. You don't have critical thinking. You can't evaluate something in context to judge how true it is. Like, these people on here have seemingly just taken it. Now, maybe we'll find one down here at the bottom. When do we find out if AMC Insurance Company will be paying for lawsuits? What? What difference does that make? And isn't it so much like them to focus in on these absolutely irrelevant, Let me repeat that. Isn't it like them to focus in on these absolutely irrelevant and just downright stupid details? Like, when do we find out if the insurance company will be paying for the lawsuit? First of all, what does that even mean? Secondly, who cares? You're still not getting shit from it. Oh, I'm sorry. You're getting a couple extra shares. Congratulations. Hey, they're on us. What a bunch of nonsense. I heard it's delayed. No, I heard they were already denied. What the fuck? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It will change nothing. Oh boy. Preferred shares can have voting rights. Here it is. To which extent they do or not is completely at the discretion of, drumroll, the board of company directors. And it's not necessarily because if it's in a charter and it's changed, then that has to be approved by anyway. But, you know, I have to give them credit because they're the only one so far. It varies from company to company, and I did say that. And it is not the same across the board, nor are there any laws barring preferred shares to have voting rights. So showing a video from a TV show depicting one fictional company whose preferred shares don't have voting rights doesn't mean anything in the real world, which is way nicer, if I can be frank, than I would have been, way nicer than I was, and way nicer than anybody should be. I thought they were going to go scorched earth at the end. Let me change it. Let me revise it. So showing a video from a TV show depicting one fictional company whose preferred shares don't have voting rights is fucking retarded. Great, I found it. Okay. Internet cutting out bad. Manny, is it? What's going on now? I'm not getting any indication of that. AMC may have to pay the lawsuit legal costs because their insurers refuse to pay. Good. Good. You know, good, I say. I'm not on the side of insurance companies, nor am I on the side of AMC. In fact, fuck them both, honestly. So I guess either way it works out, it's somebody gets fucked there, that's fine with me. It's all about money. And don't you forget it. I will never forget it. AMC the worst. They carry themselves as elites. Oh, yeah. Tyrone answering the question there. AMC is worse. They carry themselves as elites. But see, now, I'm not going to disagree with anything that you said here. But there are definitely GameStop degenerates who carry themselves as elites. I don't know, comparison of more or less. I mean, there's more people in AMC. Always has been, because it was a cheap alternative. It was the flavor aid, if you will, to the brand name Kool-Aid. And I picked that very, very intentionally. But, seriously, though, AMC was flavor aid. GameStop was Kool-Aid. They were both poisoned with lead or arsenic or something. But anyway, I don't understand why the GameStop people are so elitist. And I mean, it always seemed like they were more elitist to me. But I mean, we've got some pretty fucking narcissistic, elitist, asshole AMC grifter YouTubers, especially in this latest generation. Which, you know, I mean, the same could be said about GameStop grifters, but there aren't that many of them anymore. But the ones that are, the one that I'm thinking of is basically insufferable. I can't even stand to watch him. Listen to him, see his face, I can't stand it. I can't do it. I do sometimes, and I always regret it. Although sometimes these guys think it's funny because I fly off the handle, but and it probably is. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. Let me see here. Thomas James. Oh, God. New high AMC borrowing fee. Now, he put out some really stupid shit the other day. I mean, that's a joke because he does it every day. But AMC cost to borrow is absolutely out of control. Oh, it's out of control. It's out of control, guys. Oh, my God. It's out of control. Look at this. It can't be controlled. Oh, God, it's out of control. What are they whatever are they going to do? Well, they're going to do what they did the last 45 fucking million times that these grifters claimed whatever they claimed. The cost to borrow is high. They never say what's going to happen. It's implied. But it never happens. Okay, so no. Oh my God, the FTDs. Oh my God, the FTDs. Whatever happens with FTDs, not a goddamn thing. You know why? Or you know how I know that? Because I know how to read a chart. I can read a fucking chart, and I can tell you here, you find the correlation. Where's the correlation? I don't see it. I do not see it. And I'm not talking about 2021. I'm talking about now. Where's this correlation? I don't see it. Or if it's there, big fucking whoop. Big fucking whoop. It took you 18 million FTDs for the price to go from what is this? I'll round up. I don't care. I'll round up to go from $5 to $5.50. That's what you're saying. Over 18 million, and which is not even true. It's not 18 million. It's not. It is not 18 million. That was back in April. Because, and again, this is the whole fucking problem here. Assumptions got taken as facts, and then they got used to form the basis of other wrong assumptions. They never bothered to learn that FTD data that's reported is cumulative, meaning this is a running total. This failed to deliver is a running total. And so if you want it, we're looking for this date here where it was like 18 point whatever million. Okay, it was, what is this? April 5th or something. Okay, I'll just look for the 18. Here's the 18 million. There it is, 18 million. On the 6th of April. And then, you have these other columns here. Let me just highlight the column. So you got this here, and it says, settlement date, fails to deliver. That's the running total. Previous price, date, yada, yada, yada. Notional, that's just the number of fails times the price. And then here's FTD change. Okay, FTD change. The SEC doesn't actually report this figure. This website is calculating it. What they do provide is the fails to deliver cumulative total. So they just take that and, do the math from the previous day. So, for example, here, it says 18.3 million was the fails to deliver cumulative number, but it says that the FTD change was 12.9 million. So if we go to the previous day, we should be able to get 18 minus 12. We should be able to get basically roughly 6 million, and that's exactly roughly what we do have. 5.3 million. So what's happened here? On this day, you had 5.3 million. On the next day, you added 12 million, and you had 18. The next day, you got rid of almost a million, and the next day after that, you got rid of 11.7 million. So within a span of 3 trading days, everything that was added, and not only that, it went way lower. Went way lower. So in the span of three trading days, yeah, you can sit there and say, oh, wow, look, it went over 18 million. First of all, there was not a day where there was 18 million that occurred in that day. That's what this data is telling us. It's telling us that cumulatively up to that point, they had accumulated to that total. And mainly it was because of the almost 13 million on that day. But then 2 days later, almost 12 million. So almost all of them got taken care of and removed as FTDs. So this is a nothing burger. This is what we call a nothing burger with extra mayo. There's nothing here. There's nothing here that is going to help you at all. And if that didn't help you then, look, I mean, what more do you need to know? If this did not help you here on April 6th, because it didn't help you on April 6th. It didn't help you. It got you from $5. No, I'm sorry. It got you from $4 to $5.50, roughly. Great. Maybe it did. We don't know that it was that, but that's the only correlation I can see. Okay, so maybe it got you $1.50. That was 12 million in one fucking day. Well, look at the current days we've had. And this is the last thing. I'll play one more video and then I will have to sign off for tonight. But look at the current numbers that have been had in the FTD change. Because remember, this cumulative number just keeps adding and getting subtracted from and getting added to, and it's a running total. Running totals fluctuate. FTD change, though, this is where it's telling us how many new ones were added or how many were taken away. This is the number that matters. 1 million, plus 1 million, plus 3.8 million, plus 2.9 million, okay? Minus 789 million. It sounds like I'm highlighting a lot of pluses. I'm not trying to. Minus 1.7 million. What I am highlighting is every one of these numbers is under 4 million. Every one of these numbers is under 4 million, which is 1/3. 4 million is 1/3 of the 12 million, which was that bombshell big-ass day here that got everybody hard and everything back then, and it was a nothing burger. So 12 million FTDs got you essentially nothing. You have less than 1/3 of that happening on a daily basis now. This isn't even a nothing burger. This is like a Atkins-style pita pocket sandwich with a tofu filling. This is absolutely nothing. You got nothing here. And I swear to God, Frank Nez, if you fucking keep grifting on this fucking threshold, FTD bullshit, especially with sentences like this. Listen to this. In April, AMC hit all-time highs. When FTDs soared between 17 and 18 million, equaling 85.4 million non-cumulative. I don't even know where to start with this sentence. In April, AMC hit all-time highs? No, it didn't hit all-time highs. It most certainly did not hit all-time highs. Maybe the FTD number did. But it says AMC hit all-time highs. We all know what that means. And that does not mean FTDs. So either he sucks or he sucks. But, I mean, how sloppy do you have to be? Or it's intentional, very insidious manipulation, which it probably is actually intentional. Because this clown knows he's tested the waters. He knows that people don't think about this shit. They just read it and believe it. So he could literally sit here and say, in April, AMC was acquired by GameStop, and people they wouldn't even comment about it. They wouldn't even comment. I would have to come along and read it and be like, whoa, wait a minute here. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but okay. So AMC hit all-time highs. In April, AMC failed to deliver data, hit all-time highs. Okay, maybe you could say that. I don't even know if that's true. When FTD soared between 17 and 18 million. Okay. I mean, again, on a cumulative basis, yes, it did. For 3 trading days, but then it was back down below. Then it literally went back down to where it was before. 5.5 million. It was 5.5 million before 18 million. It was 5.5 million after 18 million. Nothing fucking burger. So that's wrong. Equaling 85.4 million. I'm really parsing this thing here. Here's the 80. So where's the 85? Here's the 85.4 million. It's here in the middle for some reason. So that's just representing the, the total, or I'm sorry, Frank, but yes, it is cumulative. It absolutely is. That is the cumulative figure. Right? Pretty sure, actually. I just want to verify that, but I mean, yeah, absolutely it is. Absolutely it is the cumulative number because, less than 5 times less than a million don't add up to 85.4 million. So, no, brain dead fucking Nez. You are wrong again. Everything in this fucking sentence, except for the in April part, is wrong. It's fucking wrong. There's no question about this. I'm not saying I think it's wrong. It is wrong. Okay? And I'm not trying to be a dick here. Really, I'm not. But there are very few people, it seems like, in the world, but certainly in the land of YouTube, that really have any business saying what is true and what is not true when it comes to this. 99% of people who are saying anything about AMC are saying the wrong things. It's incorrect. That's not an opinion. That's factual. I can show you that, and I have been for the last 2 years. So if you've been around here for the last 2 years, well, you are just fucking awesome. Lynn, I'm looking right at your ass. I hope it's a good ass too, but I don't know. That's not for me to know. FTDs occur when Look at this. Failure to deliver can occur in options trading or when selling short naked, per Investopedia. Oh, no. Oh, it's a great ass. So, anyway, Space's meltdown video. Yeah, I'll end with that. I will end with that. Is it the one from 10/27 on? Okay, I got it here. Let's see here. I'm gonna do something here real quick. So yeah, I mean, I could sit here and say that this shit is absurd, blah 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 blah. I mean, it is. I'm not saying it isn't. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Yes, it is what I'm saying. Sort of. So okay, here's Telegram. This is our Telegram group chat. There's a link to this in the description. So I don't think people really want to chat about meme stocks anymore. But fortunately, that's not all we talk about. No, it's not. Yeah, it's a free service. Brought to you by Alkin LLC, our parent company, which private equity. No, we're not publicly traded. You heard that, Marantz? Private equity, your favorite. Private equity makes the world go round, and you know it, and you won't admit it because you're a GameStop Muppet. Anyway, they share lots of cool stuff here. This appears to be one of those things. So let's listen to it and then sign off. 1,000% is the interactive brokers. I know, right? Like I love, but let me just tell you something, Manny. Let me tell you something, okay? I saw this on Twitter, so it's true. If Adam Aaron were lending out his shares, he would be making a lot of money. He would make a lot of money. I forget the exact number they were throwing out. I mean, again, focusing on shit that doesn't matter. Focusing on what other people could potentially make. Are you kidding me? No wonder. And you tell me that you're down 90%. Huh. You don't say. It's almost like you don't know what you should be focusing on. And news alert, news flat. Have you heard the news? It's not that. It ain't that. I don't care if Adam Aaron is lending his shares to the fucking Pope. It doesn't matter. Who cares? You still lost. Anyway, let's listen to this.
I understand what you said. I have read. And with respect to the room, anybody else that is speaking knows who I stand for, what I care about, and please ask me your questions. I will answer to full transparency and honesty to the best of my knowledge. All I ask to the room is that then you answer as many as I give you.
Say again?
I heard what you just said, and you were going to ask me questions.
Yes.
I will answer them because you said you were going to say this, and to the best of your knowledge, if my responses aren't backed by court documents, that you were going to do whatever. So I'm going to answer whatever you want me to answer, and then I'm going to ask you a couple questions.
Of course, that's how it goes. That was everything.
Dope, man.
What?
Dope. Go ask away.
I just asked you what the questions were, so just answer them. How much have you read? Where'd you get your knowledge?
No, you just said in front of the whole room that you were going to ask me a couple of questions.
I just did.
Like
where did you get, Dave? Where have you read the court? Are you familiar with the case?
Yes, I am.
How much have you?
Yep.
How much of the doc? Yep. Have you read the majority of the documents?
All of them, plus all of your effing tweets, man. All of them.
Okay. Good. Awesome.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah,
Did Entera sell for 66 cents?
Yeah, man.
Did Entera sell?
That was horrible. Also legal.
Okay.
Next.
All right. Substantiate. Why is it illegal?
Well, was it a breach of fiduciary duty? Was it a breach of fiduciary duty?
If you are worried about a breach of duty in 2023,
to common stock, yes.
In 2023, then you have ignored everything that has happened prior to any of these people now hopping on the opposite side of this grift.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Amy.
That's fair.
Amy has caught plenty of hell from everybody. But
no, that's fair because you could make the argument that the real enemies, the market manipulators, and all that. But still,
no. The market does plenty of things wrong. What is being missed is what is legal and what is ethical. Ethical, I have problems with. Man, I got a problem with a lot of people in this call. But whether or not it's legal is the problem. I have a problem with people saying not financial advice and running their mouths when this whole thing is based on public sentiment, on social media, on Adam Aaron going to Trey. All of this. I own shares. You can FUD me, shill me. You can parrot until your eyes pop out of your head. I don't care. Ethan, I've been here too long.
What from me? Get off my dick!
I haven't seen your ass until all of a sudden somebody was on the negative side, which I don't care. Adam Aaron, this is not church, fam. This is a stock. But what did you buy a shit stock for? Was it for money? Was it a lottery ticket and we lost? And now you're suing with sour grapes?
Yo, man, calm down.
No, I won't calm down.
Whoa, calm down. You're hurting. Yeah, you're getting too close to the truth there, man.
Because I've tried to talk to this freaking Ethan scam with his Mike the freaking Marine, the double name dude, and all these clowns that act like they don't give financial advice while earning talking to us. So block me. Cut me, dude. You're corny.
Calm down.
Corny,
You ain't about that life. You ain't gonna talk. You're not calling anyone a clown. You wouldn't call me a clown in my face. So that's not.
I wouldn't call it to your face. You kidding me? You wear fucking medium. You're 110 pounds and fucking 100 pounds. Record this,
I'm
man.
260, bro. Hey, I'm 260.
Dude,
I'm 260 and I'm about that life.
Stop.
Dave,
wow.
Dave, calm down.
Hey, man.
It's the internet. It's the internet.
Right.
Your blood pressure's a little high right now. It's the internet.
Smash you away, you motherfucker.
I mean, see.
Are you kidding me? I'm 260.
All right, that was something.
I could tell you right now. No, absolutely, 100%, Lynn. I'm just going to say this. This is why I don't go in those space calls and participate in this garbage. Because that's about as much self-control as I have. And that, you know, even though he's not wrong, it's not a good look. I don't want to put myself in that setting. You know what happens when somebody, you know, when we have, you know, a lot of brain dead commenters in here and whatever else. That's just like one or two people. No, even the FUD radio and all that's kind of the, you know, you know, the space calls that are you know, close or in line with the message of this channel. I still don't trust it. So, you know, that's what I would, because I can tell you this, I'm telling you this right now. It could easily exceed that level of irrationality and then some. Like, I keep it together pretty well usually, but I feel for the guy, man, because and then these clowns sit there because and I know why and how, because they're all sitting there smoking weed. And not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying this whole thing was conceived on drugs. Okay, that's the reality. That's the only way you could come up to these conclusions. But they're all sitting there smoking, you know, chilling out, talking about whatever, reviewing the AMC court docket one entry at a time. Oh, great, awesome. What are you going to glean from? What did you glean from that? Oh, you just wasted 5 hours. 5 hours. 5 hours. 5 fucking hours. They were on this call. Are you kidding me? I mean, what a waste of time. And imagine how many people. There's probably 447, it says. Okay? 447. That's a lot. That's a lot of people. Around here, that's a lot of people. Now, to, you know, Trey Trades and Matt Coles and those guys, 400 people is not a lot. But to a 1,200, you know, subscriber channel, it is. So 447 times 5, that's over 2,200 hours when this thing first came on, when it was live. Over 2,000 hours worth of listening time on this nonsense. What the fuck am I missing here? So I don't want any part of those space calls. It's fun to listen to them, especially when they're recorded after the fact and we can pause it and all that. But if you, and you know, this could be something. This could be something. I could say, you know what, for the right price, let's bring supply and demand into it. for the right price, I'll do it. You just tell me where. I'm not saying that. I could say that. And then you would see what I'm talking about. And I would feel obliged to really, let loose. That's, that could happen. That could happen. Anyway, wow. I mean, and these guys are sitting there all calm and, whoa, dude, your blood pressure. No, you know what? It needs to be said 5 times more intensely than it was. It really does, because it hasn't been said at all, practically. For 2 years, these people are getting away with doing this shit. Saying, I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell, and then proceeding to tell you every reason why you should, buy, hold, or sell. I mean, that's fucking stupid. Here it is. The only silver lining or saving grace or whatever you want to call it is, there is a very low chance that any of these people are going to make out of this with anything. Now, I'm not into schadenfreude. I don't like to bathe in other people's misery. I don't think that's a good thing to do, even with these people. So I generally avoid that, except when it comes to the actual influencers, because they're actively harming people. They're actively probably breaking the law in a fair society that cared about anything but money. This would not happen. But because Google has to make more money and more money, I don't know if that's true. I mean, of course that's true, but I don't know if their videos are monetized still, or if they've taken monetization off. They really need to. Now, that would change the landscape. That would have changed everything in 2021 in ways that I don't think we could even tell right now or ever. We'd have to go to a parallel reality and model it and simulate it. But imagine that. If in 2021, Google had actually done the right thing and said, you know what? We can see that there's definitely some there's something going on here. I'm not sure. I don't know. We don't know we don't know if it's actually this cabal of retail investors from Reddit doing this. We don't know if it's, an infiltration from Wall Street institutions or whoever. But there's something going on here. We'll allow them to do it, but we're not going to let them make money. We're not going to monetize this. That's not right. That would be too much of an incentive to put out information that people want to hear instead of what's actually true. But no, of course they didn't fucking do that. They encouraged the fucking shit. They encouraged it. New grifters popped up left and right. And people like me who were trying to call them out were drowned out by the unending voices of these clowns. So it needs to be said 10 times stronger with more intensity. Fuck these grifters, and fuck YouTube and Google. Same thing, I guess, and Twitter, but mainly YouTube and Google. Because this shit should have been shut down in 2021, and I'm not calling for censorship because it's not even a censorship issue. You know that. I'm not getting into that. But Google can do whatever they want. They want to tell you can't talk about bananas on Sundays except for Easter Sunday. They can have that as a rule, basically. So that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is, sure, say whatever the fuck you want, but you're not going to make money by lying to people, misleading them and causing them to lose money because they are uneducated and they went online and they listened to somebody that they shouldn't have listened to, yes, but was very popular, had a lot of views because they were saying something that was popular, that was self-reinforcing, because they were making money doing it. That's so fucked up, I can't even express it. I can't even express it. That is the insidious nature of this fucking system. Shame on fucking Google. Shame on YouTube. And shame on Wall Street for this whole fucking mess anyway. And the whole thing's a joke. It is such a joke. Look at the market today. You tell me that this isn't a joke. It's a total fucking joke. It is a broken system. It's on its last leg. It's a last fucking leg. Ditch effort. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. These clowns, including the AMC grifters, they'll do anything to make a nickel or a dime. That's all that any of these guys care about. It's all that anything cares about. Well, great. You've bankrupted the company. Nobody can find a good job. Look at the state of politics. Look at the state of everything. Look at kids. Look at everything. Congratulations. That's what you did. That's what the fucking legacy you're leaving behind. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. And this is just a symptom of institutional rot. It's all this is. There's nothing here. This happened. This is tantamount to Rome clipping the coins when you came in the fucking city because inflation had ravaged the city. So they're going to make our oatmeal cream pies just a little bit smaller. They're going to make our Oreos just a little bit smaller. We're in the end times. I mean, figuratively speaking. At least the apes are when it comes to having anything. Anyway, God damn it. God damn it. I mean, and this mania that we're seeing right now, and some of these other bullshit names, like, I'm sorry, I hate to say it because I used to like these companies. I mean, maybe I still do, not for the reasons that they are popular. Again, I don't think that they're popular. I think the popularity is popular. That's a distinction. NVIDIA, who knows? I can't wait until their earnings come out in a couple weeks because they're not going to make. There's no way. There is no way they'll make $11 billion in revenue. Maybe they'll be able to Ryan Cohen their way into it somehow. Maybe they'll be able to make it appear that way. I don't know. I'd be so surprised. But anyway, the brain dead nonsense, FOMO, rally, momentum that's around these names. Can you not see that is pathetic and desperate? It is so pathetic, so desperate. The meme stock thing from 2 years ago was also pathetic and desperate. It's pathetic and desperate that it still continues. And these grifters are still actually able to make money off of it. That's the reality. If they couldn't make money off of it, they wouldn't keep doing it. That's what we have to remember. If there wasn't something that they were getting out of it, why would they be doing it? Unless they're just an idiot like Scott, who doesn't get, I mean, it's not true. I don't get nothing out of it, but the benefits that I get are social. They are the people, here, supporters and subscribers and members of the Telegram, and all the people that are here whenever I manage to pull myself together enough to do one of these live streams. So thank you guys. That's for me. If I wasn't getting that, I wouldn't do this. So it's not about money and, maybe that's wrong, but I don't think it is because this whole thing has been wrong. Yeah, anyway, that's about all I've got. What about a light shower? A light shower. What's that? Fascist corporate something. Closing track coming up. YouTube true crime community. Oh, you know what, Lynn? There is a guy that I really like. Well, I shouldn't have said that. Well, now you know I like him, but this is his YouTube channel. I'm curious if you're familiar with that channel and what you think about it. He's got some really interesting Titan submersible stuff. Pretty interesting reporting, actual reporting. Like I was actually impressed. I had not heard. Oh, good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you know him and like him, because I thought, oh, I don't know, Lynn's, she's opinionated on the true crime. I hope I picked a good one. Okay, good. Just wait for the Apple stock split coming before the release of iVision. Well, it's got to hit 250 before that, right? I mean, and there. We'll go over. We'll talk more about all the other ridiculously irrational things going on in the market next time. Maybe it won't be by then. The only thing that I have been willing to lose money on lately is buying volatility, and it keeps going down. So, I don't know. I think it went up a little bit today, but not much. Not enough to make back what I've managed to lose so far. But anyway, whatever. It's it is what it is. And it's experience. But anyway, let's see, did it? It went up slightly. But see, you have to be a real degenerate and use a 2x leveraged product. And that's what I've done. So anyway, it's fun. It's fun, right? New and exciting ways. Look at that. I mean, we're literally, this is a 2x leveraged VIX ETF off of the futures. And, back in May of last year, this product itself was up above 136. It's currently sitting at 407. I mean, I don't need to tell anybody watching this. We've seen so many charts that look like this. That's a 97% drop in this volatility. Of course, if we went to the actual VIX, it would be, I don't know. Would it be the same? Probably no, it wouldn't be, because it's not leveraged. It's not 2x. But, it was one of these peaks here. So you're only looking at about 65%. I think it's getting ready. I think. I won't be like Donnie Who George and say, I believe. I don't know if I believe it or not, but I think maybe it seems like this shit right here. Where's my? It really does seem like, what the hell? It's supposed to be bars, but anyway, it really does seem like this is probably in the cards. So that's why I went with that. But beyond that, who knows? I no thanks. No thanks. You can have it. I don't want it. No, it's all garbage. It's all going to zero. Lock them up. Billions and billions and billions. All right. Have a good one. Oh, shit. Shit. I'm full of shit. So anyway,
roll another blunt, man. This is good time.
They're rotating. It's funny how they're rotating things like just enough to keep. God.
And you need to quit.
Oh God, I fucking hate this company. I mean, you don't think we're good? You don't? I mean, come on. You gotta be so fuck. Anyway. Next time we can talk about how dumb you'd have to be. How dumb? How fucking dumb? How dumb would you have to be? Seriously. How dumb would you have to be? How dumb would you have to be? Holy shit. Holy shit. All right. See ya. See ya. Bye. Next time we'll also do zero data. All right. Bye.